Hi, welcome to a special market update. We do this on a relatively ongoing basis. And before we talk about the recent activity in the equity and forex markets, let me give you a little bit of a heads up. One of the questions we're asked a lot is how can, for those who are new to candlesticks or for those who may have forgotten some of the patterns, how can you reference what the candlestick signal looks like when we talk about the candlestick signals either in these market updates or our educational videos that we do each other week called highlights. And so what we've done is on our website, we set up, and this is the website, candlecharts.com. By the way, this is not very sharp because the recording that we're doing now is not in very high quality mode. So obviously when you go to the website, it'll be much better quality. And we've set up a candlestick charting glossary, and you just click on that, and it'll bring you to a very basic glossary. For example, one of the patterns we'll be talking about in a minute or two is the morning star. Once again, ignore how blurry this is. When you go to the glossary on the website, it'll obviously be razor sharp. But the idea is that it's a very brief sentence or two description of the candlestick signal. It doesn't go into specific details, how to use it. One of the things that we really focus on in our education is not only correctly recognizing the candlestick signals, but how to use them. Because you could have, for example, a morning star. Sometimes you initiate a trade with it. Other times you use it to exit a short position. Other times you'll just ignore it. And that's what education is all about. Not just recognizing the candlestick signals, but what to do with them. And as far as a basic overview of each of the candlestick signals, go to this glossary. So let's move on now. So here we have the S&P, and the arrow is actually pointing to the morning star I just alluded to before. And by the way, for those of you who know fellow traders, feel free to send them this information about going to candlecharts.com and having access to our new candlestick glossary. Getting back to the S&P. So here we have a morning star. It's a 3 candlestick signal, long black, small real body, white or black, or even a doji. And by the way, if this is a doji, this would be called the morning doji star. And then a tall white candle that gets deeply into the black real body. So this is a potential bottom reversal signal. And what I want to show here is the Bollinger Bands. I like using Bollinger Bands on indexes. We'll see also they work well in a lot of the currency or forex markets. So here we can see we're hovering near the bottom end of the Bollinger Band. That means the market's oversold. And right at the bottom end, we got that bullish reversal signal. By the way, look what we got at the top end of the Bollinger Band over here. An evening star. Once again, go to the candlestick glossary at candlecharts.com to find out exactly what the evening star is. And over here, see on the left, it's a bearish engulfing pattern right at the top of the Bollinger Band. It's so easy and powerful to combine candlesticks with Western indicators, and I have my favorite Western indicators. One of them is Bollinger Bands, and there are other ones I like, Western indicators I like looking at also when I do my analysis or trading. Anyway, getting back to the S&P, so morning star, bottom reversal, and this small real body. I'm doing this on Thursday, December 1st, after the markets close. This is a bear hot on me pattern. I'm not too nervous here. This is a hot on me, but the small real body is still near the top end of the prior tall candle. So not really as an indication the market is weakening as much as the uptrend is just kind of losing a little bit of force. The thing to keep in mind here is that look at this rally. Okay, we're looking at 100 points in a few days. So any sort of correction should not be counted out. Very typical is a 50% correction. And that would bring us down to about 1,200. But here, the market could be running out a little bit of steam. But my more important resistance area is up here, 1,275 to about the 1,300 area. You can see this big bearish engulfing pattern and this evening star. Those, to me, are the major resistance areas. And if we do get above that, if the market gets above the 1,300, we're looking at a weekly chart here. You can even see on the weekly chart how nice the Bollinger Bands work. The next major resistance above the 1,300 would be all the way up at the highs we had during the summer at the 1350, 1370 area. By the way, these 3 candles, that is not an evening star because the black body did not get more than halfway into the white real body. Just kind of a heads up on that. And on the euro, you can see how nicely the Bollinger Bands work on that. Once again, here at the top end of the Bollinger Band, see we had a tall white candle. and the market is at the top end of the Bollinger Band, but no real reversal signals yet. Here we got the bearhotomy confirming the reversal signal at the top end of the Bollinger Band. And bearhotomies, bear and bullhotomies in Forex are viewed differently than they are in non-Forex. For those of you who trade Forex and want to find out about our educational resources on the differences in candlestick signals in Forex to non-Forex, because there are some differences, you can contact Paul, Paul, at candlecharts.com and say you're interested in our Forex education. But getting back to the Forex market, we can see where the major support is down here at the lows from September. Bullish engulfing pattern, the white candle wrapping around the black real body. The low of the bullish engulfing pattern becomes a support area. Got within a couple of pips of that. Also at the bottom end of the Bollinger Band, here a little piercing pattern. The white candle gets more than halfway into the black real body. One of the things, for those who are not that familiar with Bollinger Bands, is not only can the top and the bottom end of the Bollinger Band be potential turning areas, but sometimes the middle of the Bollinger Band can become a support or resistance area, and that's essentially what's happening in the Forex market over here. So that's the first resistance, would be this middle of the Bollinger Band. The default is usually a 20-day moving average for the middle of the Bollinger Band. So you can see how it's become a resistance area. But I'm looking for really good support, 132, maybe the 130, 150. Of course, if the market breaks under that, that would be a bearish signal. But for now, it looks like real solid support and resistance anywhere from 135.50 to about 136. But to me, the more important resistance area are these multi-tested highs you see all the way here, right around the 138.50, maybe 138.75 area. So thank you so much for joining me at this market update session. And once again, check out our glossary at candlecharts.com. Let your friends and fellow traders know about it. And as shown on the link down here, for those of you who have, again, friends or fellow traders who are not getting these free educational videos, which include market updates and highlights, trading strategies, we call highlights, feel free to send them this link at candlecharts.com /free-education. Have a great day, everybody.